Hello, this is called The Ditch. If you have not seen yet the video, The Turnip Patch, you need to stop this right now and watch The Turnip Patch and then come back to this. Because if you have not seen a turnip patch, this is not going to make a whole lot of good sense. I like motorcycles. I think I've always liked motorcycles. I had my first motorcycle when I was 18. I have a motorcycle now. I'm 68. And I've had 5 motorcycles in between. I've not always had a motorcycle. There have been periods of 8 years where I didn't have a bike. But I've had a bike just about all the times. Brooklyn, San Diego, Columbia, South Carolina. All this to say, it was probably about 12 years ago, 13 years ago, I bought a very used motorcycle. It had to be trailed to my house because I did not have a license for it. I did not have plates for it. I did not have insurance for it. What I did have for it was a motorcycle key. Well, it was trailed to my house, and all this was going to be done the next day. I was going to insure it, all this stuff. But I couldn't wait. Me being a little bit impatient, as I am, I decided to take it out that evening. I live on a dirt road. I think to myself, not going to be much a problem. I just take it to the stop sign up the road, turn around, come back. That would not be a problem. Had like a little the motorcycle itch. If you ever had a motorcycle, I think you would know what I mean. So it was around probably midnight. I take my key to the motorcycle, I turn it on, sounded very, very nice. Put it in gear, took it up my dirt road to the stop sign. Do you remember I said I was going to make a U-turn and come back? It's not exactly what happened. I did get to the stop sign. However, I decided to go a little further. So I made a left-hand turn all the way down to a dead end, which was about 2 or 3 miles up the road. And then I made a U-turn. So I make a U-turn and I come back to where my street is. However, on my street corner, there were no lights. I mean, pitch dark black. I live in the country. So when I went to make a right to go up my street on this dirt road, remember, no lights, I cut the corner just a little bit too short and I rolled my motorcycle into a ditch. When I rolled it into the ditch, naturally I flew off the bike. The wheels are spinning around. I'm laying on my back. I'm thinking, what have I done now? Not good. But I said, well, I know, I'll just lift the bike up and I'll put it in gear and ride it up out of this ditch. The only problem was this motorcycle weighed over 1,000 pounds, and although I'm a pretty big guy, I'm a pretty weak guy. I have legs with muscles that are probably put on a person about 60 or 70 pounds, on that kind of person, maybe a second or third grader. So for me to lift this 1,000-pound motorcycle, I could not do it. I almost did it, and then would fall back to the ground because it was laying flat on the side. I would try it again, fall back down again. But with each attempt, I was getting weaker and weaker and was getting less and less in the upright position. And every once in a while, because I was out there at least an hour, every once in a while a car would pass and would slow down, and I would think, oh great, they're gonna stop. And then they slow down, look at me in the ditch, just keep going. Happened 2 or 3 times. Well, finally, after an hour, a car slowed and made a turn on my street, on my dirt road, going up to where I live. And I thought to myself, well, just not going to happen. Except this car went about maybe 20, 25 yards up the street, and I saw the brake lights go on. I hear a door open, a door close, and I'm thinking, oh man, I just need a little bit of help. I'm thinking to get this motorcycle in the upright position. And I hear a young voice, a girl's voice say, "Misty, do you need help?" And I went, "Yeah, I need help." I'm thinking to myself, I need a lot of help. She said, "Okay, what's wrong?" I said, yeah. I'm thinking to myself, this sounds stupid. I said, I rode my motorcycle in the ditch and I need help getting in an upright position so I could drive it out of the ditch. I said, would you be able to help me? She told me she was coming back from a high school study. She was a junior in high school, probably 16 years old. And she thought better about it. She says, well, if you don't mind, I'm going to call my father and he'll come and help you. And I went, okay, that's good. So she's starting to dial. When she started to dial, I just thought to myself, and I asked her, I said, well, who's your father? She said, my father's name is Ronnie. I went, Ronnie? That's the guy whose turnip patch I was in. I said, wait, I said, hang the phone up. So she hangs the phone up. She said, what? I said, please, I said, come in this ditch with me. I said, I don't think we need to bother your father. I said, just a minute and we'll have this bike in the upright position. I'll be able to drive it out. So now this girl is in a ditch with me. And I'm thinking to myself, if her father wasn't crazy about me before, he's not going to like me in a ditch with his daughter, 1 o'clock in the morning, trying to lift a motorcycle. I thought to myself, I would be toast. I said, look, I just need a little bit of help. I almost got it. If you could just pick it up just a little bit more and I get it in an upright position, I'll be able to ride it out of this ditch. She said, well, I'll try the best I can, mister. So with me pushing as hard as I can and she pushing as hard as she could, we got the bike in an upright position. I thanked her so much. And I told her, I said, you don't have to tell your father about this. This could be our little secret. They can, please don't tell Ronnie that you were helping me. So I then proceeded to pull the motorcycle out of the ditch and drive it home and not ride it again until I got a license and a registration and insurance. And all it is without my friend Ronnie. Well, Usher, I'm enjoying this. Listen, stay out of ditches. I stay out of ditches. Ditch is not a good place to be. Is there anything ever good happens in a ditch? I mean, think about it. People fall asleep in ditches. They fall into ditches. People get buried in ditches. Cars go off the road into ditches. I mean, whatever happens good in the ditch? Motorcycles go in ditches. So my suggestion, my encouragement to you is, please stay out of ditches, as I will and have for the last many years. God bless you. This is Paul signing off. We'll see you next time.